I want you to watch this guy. He never follows through. Okay, Ramon, we're going to follow through, okay? Okay, you got it. Good. Follow through over the shoulder. You hear every coach tell you to follow through, but is that hurting your strokes? In this video, I'm going to show you why following through can actually rob you of power and what you should focus on instead so you can start ripping the ball harder than ever. Follow through! Hey there, Ramon Osa with you here, and you got a feel for the guy because you've heard this before. You got to follow through on all of your shots. But is that really the best idea? Well, in order to talk about this, we got to find out what exactly is a follow-through. And to me, a follow-through is a natural result of a relaxed shot. That's it. And herein lies the problem of following through. You see, if you're focused on putting the racket in the right spot or a spot that a coach told you to put it in, you got to ask yourself, did that add anything to the shot? Let's look at me hitting some forehands here. One thing you'll hear a lot of coaches say is you got to finish high or finish over your shoulder. But let's look at this here, and I see this a lot at the club level. I'm finishing over my shoulder, but the ball has absolutely no pace or spin on it. If there's an opponent standing on the other side, he would absolutely crush this ball. So I hear you. You're saying, Ramon, okay, if I'm not focusing on where the racket is supposed to finish, how do I know I'm following through? I am supposed to follow through, right? Let's take a look at a stroke here, and let's just grab the forehand and take a look at Roger Federer. There's a lot going on, and I've actually made a video that outlines Roger's 5 forehand secrets that I'll link to in the description where we cover this in more depth. But to keep this simple, just notice that Roger is extremely relaxed. He's like the epitome of relaxed, and that's absolutely key. I don't care how great your finishing position is, if you're not relaxed during the shot, you're leaving a bunch of power on the table. Because muscle tension is slowing down the racket, which takes away power. Makes sense. But if you're relaxed and you do all the things leading up to contact correctly, as well as making contact at the right place, then the follow-through will happen naturally and it'll go exactly where it's supposed to. Now, in some cases, it can be beneficial to focus on cues like getting the elbow higher, finishing a little bit higher. But for the majority of 3.0 to 3.5 players, and that's most of the people who are watching this video right now, of the ones that I've seen anyway, there's something going on with your forehand, whether you're too tight or there's something interesting going on in the forward swing, or your contact point is a little bit late or a little bit early. And in my opinion, these things need to be addressed before we start talking about the follow-through. So when you hear people say, well, you got to do the buggy whip like Nadal, that's great and all, and it's a great technique for developing a ton of topspin, especially in a certain situation, but don't put the cart before the horse. The buggy whip happened because Nadal is actually trying to stay behind the point of contact longer so that the racket is coming up the back of the ball and creating topspin. And at the very end, it runs out of room, so he just kind of helicopters around. So to recap, you do want to follow through, but think of it more as a result of staying relaxed and having the proper racket path to the ball with the contact in front, and the follow through will happen on its own. I hope you found this video helpful. I had a great time making it for you. If you want Roger Federer's 5 forehand secrets, including the follow-through, then I left a link down below. You can click on it and grab it for free. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what I can do for you in a future video, and I'll be sure to answer that in the days and weeks ahead. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Man, you follow through.